Hello, Mr. Ranga. This is me, Akbar Mardia. I want to present about the material as melodrama, realistic drama, and the theater absurd. So let me uh, start to present this material. And now, because I choose melodrama, so the drama is Starway to Heaven is a Korean drama. So the plot of the story is Songju, Kwon Sang-woo, and Jung-so Chu-ji-woo were destined to be together even before they were born. Both of their parents were close friends. They have almost grown up together since their childhood. They even look alike as if they were twins. They even try not to be sick because one may worry to other. Songju, being the only son of a multinational corporation, began his business training and prepared himself to study abroad. Before Songju departure, Jungsu and Songju exchange necklaces if they are exchanging parts of their souls. Time passes and Songju returns from his studies to get back with Jungsu, but a tragic accident happens. Jungsu gets hit by Yuri's car. Jungsu doesn't remember Songju, who she loves the most, and is not even able to identify his existence. She does not even remember her name. Okay, next is the character of the drama and the characteristic. The first is Kwon Sang-woo as Cha Sung-ju. He's rich, handsome, and loyal to his first love. Not many men have his character. This young man also does not hesitate to work hard to achieve his goals, and never stops believing that the Jung-soo he loves is still alive. Although sometimes indifferent and rude, but his love is very deep, so deep that he doesn't care about all the obstacles that hinder their relationship. Okay, the second character is Choi Ji-woo as Hang Jung-soo. She has good luck, seems to have refused to come to her since she met the Han family, especially Mira and Yuri. Even she hopes of studying abroad with Songju were countered by her stepmother. Growing up as an insecure girl, memory loss make her stronger and braver to fight Mira's tortures. She also fulfills her promise to sacred love to Sangju, who is only separated by death. And the third character is Shin Hyun-jun as Han Tae-hwa. Feeling himself worthless until he meets Jung-soo, this young man lives under the pressure of his mother who does not appreciate his artistic talent. Deciding to run away and live with his father, he is frightened when Jung-soo, who has lost his memory, continues to be brought by fate to meet Songju. Realizing that both of them love each other and cannot be separated, he finally sacrifices himself for the happiness of his half sister. And the fourth character is Kim Tae-hee as Han Yuri. Rise in a broken family, coupled with the strong influence of her mother, this girl turns into a selfish and cunning person. She doesn't even hesitate to harm her own stepbrother when she finds out that her dream of getting Song Jung will fail, again using various means to bring down Jung-soo who has lost his memory. Yuri finally has to pay dearly for all his evil deeds. And the setting of the drama is in South Korea. The summary of the story is Hang Jung-soo, Cho Ji-woo, and Cha Song-ju, Kwon Sang-woo are childhood friends and have a special bond that blossoms into love. They both share the pain of losing loved one. Songju's father died in a traffic accident and Jung-soo's mother died of eye cancer. Okay, now here I want to mention about the component of melodrama, realistic drama, and the theater of absurd. A melodrama is a hero who is moral, handsome, and manly. A heroine who is also moral that she is innocent. A villain who is evil. A villain's accomplished who is usually rather idiotic and serves as a comic relief. A faithful servant who helps the hero uncover needed information on the villain. A realistic drama is a focus on real life and emphasis on behavior and though decisions believable dialogue common everyday settings. People who wrote realistic plays from a realistic perspective created true to life stories, characters, settings, conflicts, and staging. Theater of absurd, anti-character, anti-language, anti-drama, and anti-plot. Of the absurd regard their own personalities as a formal case. Okay, the next is I want to mention to play writer with their works and in melodrama and realistic drama and the theater of absurd. In melodrama, the first is Rin Charles Gilbert, the Pixar Court, the Dock of Montargis. The Dock of Montargis tells the story of a falsely accused mute and his acquittal. The play is a part of a dramatic tradition known as a melodrama, a genre that aims to connect with an audience at an emotional, visceral, and sentimental level. And the second is Douglas Gerald, and his work is Black-Eyed Susan. The story concerns as a heroic sailor, William, who has been away from England for 3 years fighting in the Napoleonic Wars. And realistic drama, the first is Henrik Ibsen, and his work is Poop Hedgemo, A Dollhouse. The play is significant for the way it deals with the fate of married women who at the time in Norway lacked reasonable opportunities for self-fulfillment in a male-dominated world, despite the fact that Ibsen then denied it was his intent to write a feminist play. And the second is Anton Chekhov, and his work is The Bear. The Bear's comedy derives from the character's lack of self-knowledge. The widow Papova fancies herself inconsolably bereaved, while Smirnov considers himself as a misogynist. And the last one is Theater of Absurd. The first is Samuel Beckett, and his work is Waiting for Godot. It's a tragic comedy in two acts by Irish writer Samuel Beckett, published in 1952 in French as an Antendant Godot and first produced in 1953. Waiting for Godot was a true innovation in drama in the theater of the absurd, first theatrical success. And the second playwright is Eugene Ionesco, the bal soprano. His work, the bal soprano drama in 11 scenes by Eugene Ionesco, who called in an anti-play. It was first produced in 1950 and was published in 1954 as a L.A. Contraxi Kauf. The title is also translated as The Bald Prima Donna. The play, an important example of the theater of the absurd, consists mainly of a series of meaningless conversations between two couples that eventually deteriorate into babbling. Okay, now I want to explain about four elements of melodrama, realistic drama, and theater of absurd. In melodrama, provocation is whatever provokes the villain of do evil to the hero. Pangs are the pains that the hero, heroine, and the other good characters suffer through because of the villain's evil. And the penalty is the last part of the play, where the villain gets the punishment that he or she deserves. In realistic drama, realistic characters and setting, comprehensive detail about everyday occurrences, plausible plot, a story that could happen in your town, real dialects of the area, character development importance, the depicting of social class. And theater of absurd, anti-character, anti-language, anti-drama, and anti-plot of the absurd regard their own personalities as a formal case. Okay, the last topic of this presentation is the history and the origin of melodrama, realistic drama, and the theater of absurd. In melodrama history, the first time the word melodrama was used in English is to describe a play in 1802, and it's Thomas Hockcroft's A Tale of Mystery, which was based on a French melodrama. Melodrama was very much influenced by the French Revolution. The generic term melodrama tends to have been applied to a huge range of 19th century plays. And the origin of melodrama is a genre that emerged in France during the Revolutionary period. The word itself, literally meaning music drama or song drama, derives from Greek but reached the Victorian theater by way of French. History in the realistic drama is realism in the theater was a general movement that began in 19th century theater around the 1870s and remained present through much of the 20th century. It developed a set of dramatic and theoretical convention with the aim of bringing a greater fidelity of real-life attacks and performances. The origin of realistic drama is realism in the last half of the 19th century began as an experiment to make theater more useful to society. The mainstream theater from 1895 to 1890 was still bound up in melodramas, spectacle plays. Disaster of the 19th century began as an experiment to make theater more useful to society. The mainstream theater from 1895 to 1890 was still bound up in melodramas, spectacle plays, disaster, etc., comic operas, and vaudevilles. Okay, the last one is the theater of absurd history. The theater of absurd is a term coined by the critic Merton Esslin for the work of a number of playwrights, mostly written in the 1915s and 1960s. The origin of the theater of absurd is of the absurd are rooted in the avant-garde experiments in art of the 1920s and 1930s. Yeah, okay, I think that's all enough for me to present about this material about melodrama, realistic drama, and the theater of absurd. So thank you so much, Mr. Ranga, for watch this video of me. Thank you so much, Mr. Ranga.